All right, we're gonna do a little demo on the computer on how to use Shot Tracer Pro. I went outside earlier today, hit a couple balls. It's snow here still, so just hit them in an open field and did the tracer. I hit 4 balls, hit actually 3 good, and then purposely pulled one to the left. You'll see that in the video to try to show how the tracer can trace it. We're gonna cut to the screen here where we show how to import the video and then what Shot Tracer Pro does on its own and then what we need to manually do. So we're going to import the video. This is the shot right here. So we'll import this. And again, there were 4 golf swings that we wanted to trace. It looks like it's automatically going to trace 2 of them. And so we're going to have to manually do the other 2. And I'll show you how to do that. It's fairly easy. All right, so as we can see on the screen here, the software did 2 of the 4 shots. So we need to go in and we need to add a shot to this one so that we make sure that we pick up both shots out of the first one. So here's where the 2 balls were on the ground. We're gonna move it along 60 seconds at a time. It's not 60 seconds, excuse me, like for 60 frames. So I went too far. So let me just back it up. 10 frames there, another 10, and then another 10, and so we're going to add the shot there. That's as close as we can get. So it'll analyze that shot, which you can see over here on the left hand side. It's analyzing that shot, and then it's going to move on to the next one. So that's going to take a second. We'll fast forward it so you don't have to wait through all of that. Okay, so it analyzed that shot. We're going to move on to the next shots here. Keep progressing along. All right, so there's a shot already there. It sees it. So we're going to move up to the last shot. That's right here. So we throw that ball down. Just moving 10 frames at a time. We don't want to go too fast like we did earlier. Keep moving. And that's probably close enough. So we'll add that shot. So there you can see over on the left hand side, it's going to analyze that. We're going to have all 4 shots in there. And then we'll be able to add and make sure that the trajectory is right and make sure any distances that we want to put in there or any other little details that we want to add to the shot tracer we can. All right, so we've got all 4 shots. We can close this window. We can go down to the first shot. Down here, you can see that there's 2 balls on the ground. This was the first one. We can play it. There's no sound yet. There'll be sound at the end. All right, so we can see that, and then it just keeps replaying the shot. This is the second shot. We can go up to that one. And then that plays the second shot. You can play the third and then the 4th shot. So we're gonna go back to this first shot, and we're gonna come over here, and we're gonna zoom in on the shot. So we wanna see the zoom in and see what that does. It'll zoom in on the ball as it's going in the air. You can see how the camera shifts and it follows the ball down. I think because it's so white out there, it's hard for the ball to see exactly where it lands. But you can see how that zooms in, and that's a pretty cool feature, and we can then apply that to all the videos if we want. So we can change the color of the tracer. You can change the color of when it lands. You can change the thickness of it and the start color and how it fades out. So there's a lot of things here that I'm just learning how to do. You can also trace the swing, so it changes your club, traces your club path. And then you can come down here and you can even do a putting ball tracer, which I have used before. So what we can do is we'll apply all these settings to all the shots. So we're going to select all, and so that zoom in feature will apply to all of them. So we just applied the zoom in feature to every one of them. Then we're going to back out here and we export the entire video start to end. So when we export it, it'll keep it in order, and you'll be able to keep all the voice and all the talking will go with it. So let's export all the shots. And we'll just put it in a folder. All right, so that finished editing and exported all 4 of the golf shots. What we want to do is say, okay, what if it didn't work one time? We need to manually edit it. So that's what we're going to hit is manually edit, and then we're going to edit the trajectory. You're going to pick the keyframing, which selects each shot. So what we'll want to do is here is we'll reset to the impact area, which is right there. So now we're going to set the impact frame, which is this frame here, and then we're going to select the ball. We can get on it. All right, so now we've got the ball selected. We're going to go to the next frame. We can see the ball right there. We're going to select it. Then we're going to zoom in, and we're going to skip to the next frame. You can see the ball right there. Next frame, we can see the ball right there. Now we need to move the screen down. Go to the next frame, ball right here. And just as you go along in the next frame, you can see the ball moving up and up and up. And you just select it on key points. If it's a driver, you can go 5 shots ahead, 5 frames ahead. You want to get it to the apex. So we'll keep going. We'll try to skip 5 frames. So there it is in 5 frames. We skip 2 there. Keep selecting it. 3, 4. So we don't need to select every one of them, but we want to get it to the apex. So that's the apex there. So we'll continue to the landing point. So we're going to say the landing spot was right there. And we'll create the line. So now we'll play it and see how that looks. I mean, that's what the shot did. So it traces it out and shows you right where it landed. So that's how you manually do that. All right, so once you export the 4 shots or how many ever shots you want to trace, then you just would come to whatever editing software you're using. I'm using CapCut. You import the video right there. You import it, and then you add it to your video, and you should have all 4 shots, which you'll see right now. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, ask any questions. Look forward to seeing you guys all summer once the weather breaks here. All right, hey, we're gonna just demo how the shot tracer works. So we're gonna do a couple of little swings here and see if we can't trace them when we get back inside. So here's the first shot with the wedge. Should be able to trace that pretty well. Right down the middle. And we'll do one more, like you're playing with some buddies and somebody else is teeing off. Another one down the middle. Let's try to do one fun one. This is a white ball. Let's see if that might not work. Let's see. We'll try to shank one here. Or hit a low hook. Trace that. Why can't I do this on the course? That was straight. All right, one more. See if we can pull it. There we go. Get out of the way so we can trace that down. Cool.